One picking be there, the wheel in the come up. In name na Dogo. Dogo na you want in mama born. Yeah, in people them no get, but then they try hard for supporter. But Dogo no they ain't born. He no grief for land go far. All day na tweets they say bra how far. Mama talking no listen. Yeah, Papa self talk he no listen. Then decide for left hand, but yeah, well. So bad habits, no go in people them case with complain. Say if you go get problem, now in business, he go try there. He go join bad body, then big it thief, then they play gamble. Yeah, well, mom end up picking fine, making no come on bad. Now for men that picking fine, go to my bambai. Mom end up picking fine, making no come on bad. Now for men that picking fine, for to my bambai. You let now one get picking you get stuff for. Men I make it come on fine. Oh yes, you for sure love, but don't forget stuff for. Men I make it come on fine. One day don't go be angry. He wants food for eat, but he no get money. He decide for thief. Be all the woman the time up. He don't thief, don't as you want for go. The woman are not thief. People them bring it come from left to right. Then begin for beat time. Then beat time so till later they left am. He take him as habit. He no grief or go back na house. Mama vex, Papa vex, so they no grief for look for him. One fine day, no go anybody them be the play gamble. You win boku money, now there is a you know the play again. In body them say no, Dogo, some you for play. Otherwise the one team go be. He begin for run, kitty kata, the baby and now. He meets him a man a do, he pass him. Now they he go inside the room. In body then come the meet him mama. As you want talk, the push him. The mommy for them and hits the head right on the stone. If for them and die, yeah, wow. Now they the paragraph for see waiting they happen the door. I see the bend the door close for come on then I come the feel say nah Dogo. If for them and die, now they them run before people they get out. But waiting Dogo go do now. Where mama don't die, Papa don't die. Picking fine, making no come on bad. Now for men that picking fine, go to my bambai. Mom end up picking fine, making no come on bad. Now for men that picking fine, go to my bambai. Mom end up picking fine, making no come on bad. Now for men that picking fine, go to my bambai. Mom end up picking fine. Love, but don't forget stuff. And I make it come on fine.
Imagine a world where money transfer and microfinance is quick and instant. Imagine a world where your dream house comes to life, where your delivery needs are covered, your travel plans are sorted out with ease and convenience. You'd love that, won't you? Now imagine Dolphin Express, where your money transfers, microfinance, bakery and pastry desires, logistics and procurement, building and construction services, and all your travel plans are catered for efficiently and affordably. Find us in Freetown at number 38 Town Jue and Bo at number 98 Barma Road. Call us now at 079 460578 or 076 804017. Dolphin Express. We're just one call away.
Happy Silver Jubilee Local Commercial Bank. Bank of choice. Axie Bank. We are stronger than ever. Enough money.
From 1999 to 2024, we don't the present. We don't for don't grab, they don't enough. Look now we they lead them. Local Commercial Bank, the bank of choice number one at the country. Number one at the country. Usabi OSA, sit Coco Day. Open account now we bank today. We get paid. Coco card, Visa card for you day to day. Management and staff, keep it safe. You money safe, keep it go life. You go grab and wait, get you back.
They say family sick, depending on the go. Not the good. They say family sick, depend. Not the good.
From eastern to western, I read the people and defend. From Freetown to Letter, if I'm taking not depend. From Barclays Bank, now Local Commercial Bank. Now we na master sabi, now we the top the charts. Experience it. 25 years, not to 25 days. Internet banking there. Digital banking with the top.
They say family sick, depending on the go. Not the good. They say family sick, depend.
Dreams. It held the long before roads or rails, before signals filled the sky, there was Rokel, the river that connected us all. This basket bought food, paid school fees, it raised children, and carried dreams. It held the economy in palm and straw. It brings power to our homes, food to our markets, and unity to our journey. This is the rhythm of Sierra Leone, from hand to hand, from shore to shore. But now that rhythm has evolved. Now the basket carries more. RCB SIM Cooper, for sending money from any phone. RCB Prepaid, for anyone, no account needed. RCB Cooper Card, your local power. RCB Visa, global reach in your wallet. Just like the river, your money can move freely across towns, borders, and time. From the village to the vault, the banker sees it all. One transaction, one river, move seamlessly. This is more than banking. This is Rokel, Commercial Bank, bank of choice.
culture disappears tomorrow, would you even notice? Think about it. If the language you grew up with, the food that reminds you of home, the song your grandmother used to hum, if it all just quietly fades away, would you feel it immediately or only years after when you realize, something is missing? For some, culture is a shield. It protects their sense of identity in a world that keeps pushing them into fitting into someone else's mold. For others, culture feels like a cage. Traditions that sometimes hold back more than it uplifts and liberates. Elders worry that the future leaders, the youths of our generation, are forgetting their roots, while the young people argue that they're simply adapting to survive in a fast-changing globalized world. Skeptics say, why cling to the past when the future is digital, global, and borderless? But allies and advocates remind us this. Without roots, even the tallest of trees will topple in the storm. And as for society at large, it struggles to balance between preserving identity and embracing progress. Here's the problem. Sierra Leone and many parts of the world sit at a cultural crossroads. On one side, globalization and technology tempts us to trade authenticity for acceptance. On the other side, tradition sometimes resists necessary change. This tension creates conflict, misunderstanding, and sometimes loss. Why this happens? Because culture is often treated as a decoration. Sometimes it's something we wear during Independence Day, something we display when tourists visit, rather than something that will be a part of our living foundation and a part of truly who we are. Governments underfund it, schools underteach it, families undervalue it, and so generation after generation, the cycle repeats. But here's the truth. Culture is not just what changes us, it's what anchors us. The danger is not carrying culture forward. It's letting others define us and letting others define what culture should mean to us. My name is Lawrence Chukwemeka Hedd II, and we are here at Radio Fry 97.1 FM on the Brunch Show. And today we're going to be having a very, very serious conversation. As usual, our topic for the day will be introduced after the verse of the day and the quote of the week. But I really want you to reflect on this challenge that we are facing in Sierra Leone as I read the verse of the day. The verse of the day is coming from Proverbs 22:28, and it says, Do not remove the ancient landmarks which your fathers have set. Simple and straight to the point. Do not remove the ancient landmarks that your fathers have set. It's very important to know that our legacies, the history of our families, of our lives, of our ancestors, are a part of who we are. Making, I would not say insignificant, but making too much of a change, too much significant alterations in, I would say, culture in our lives today, it has a way of hurting us in the future. You see, culture is born out of history, and history informs that a lot of lessons have been learned. History informs that whatsoever we deem or call or have identified as society has been built on years and decades and generations of experiences, knowledge, and wisdom. When we, in one generation, choose to turn over or do away with a lot of things that have been progressively implicated and developed and built into our current culture, we are not just changing what was into what we believe should be. We are also turning our backs from a lot of lessons that others have learned and turning our backs on a lot of prices that have been paid for you and I. This is the reason why it is very, 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 very difficult, very, very scary for people to take another turn or try to alter what culture has been built to be. I want to read quickly the quote of the day. The quote of the day will take me out of this dialect into our local dialect. Because I believe if we're talking about culture, we must talk about it from a Sierra Leonean point of view. So let's just use this quotation. It's coming from our very own Creole background, and it says, "If you don't know usa you dey go, know usa you come out. If you don't know usa you dey go, at least know usa you come out." It's very simple, but at the same time, it's so deep and very, very, very significant, especially for our generation today, especially for the Gen Zs and obviously the Gen Xs. There's a lot of change going on too fast, and to very large extent, not just too fast, but dangerously fast. I believe the next question that will be in somebody's mind out there will be, well, what is the topic for today? Our topic for today is roots and rights, protecting culture and identity. And in order for this conversation to make sense, as much as I believe I don't try for bringing out some of these challenges to read, I don't try for read something for make we all know those are the problems them day, where it came from. But maybe I might not have all the answers, and maybe I might not have seen everything. So I just want to give people the opportunity to call. As usual, what we can do now, Radio Fry, we make sure that we conversations them very well. I would say it should be more like a dialogue. We don't want that one-sided conversation where we can't give you information on, or literally all what we say we don't do research on, or what we don't learn from what happened in history and what currently they happen in Salon. That's not just it. We believe in Radio Fry that your personal opinion matters, that your personal experiences matters, that in fact it pushed us to develop something like this. Radio Fry was built on the foundation that we wanted to give the normal man, the masses, the normal citizen, an opportunity to speak up and have a voice in Sierra Leone. So we want to make you feel free for call and give your own opinion on this matter, especially when it comes to culture and identity in a salon. What do you think? You like how the culture of Salon don't they go? You like how if feel like I say the identity of Salon don't they change? Because it seems like we are seeing fundamental changes in our cultural beliefs, a cultural expression, and even in our identity. To a very large extent, me go even feel like I say we get identity crisis in our Salon. But it's not what I think. It's more what you think. What's your reality? How you don't see them now you community. I don't see now you us. I don't see now you family. Are you don't say na you school or you workplace? Now we want for see. So I get few questions that we go want for ask, and I'll say you go for call and ask and give you a few answer. One question could be, if we abandon our traditional languages for English and Creole, well, Creole is also a part of our language. So if we abandon our traditional languages for English, do we lose our identity, or are we just being practical? I think say if I talk campaign Creole go better. If we abandon we local language them, Timini Mende, Creole, Imbaloko, if we abandon them for English language, is it that what we they do will make we lost our identity? Or is it that what they do just means say we they try to be practical and for develop in this world? Feel free for calling the number 088 971 971. The second question could be this one. It says, is Sierra Leonean culture holding us back from progress, or is it the only thing keeping us together? I believe so. We'll answer that question that is easy for progress. Is Sierra Leonean culture holding us back from progress, or is it the only thing keeping us together? And the second to last question, because I'm asking 4 questions. The second to last question is this: should we be proud of our traditional identity, or are they quietly destroying the national unity? Should we be proud of our tribal and traditional identities, or are they quietly destroying national unity? Think about it. Is it that tribalism, the Pampuel Salon, we make it means say for being better for make we just stick with how things go so because if people like tribalism not the problem? Or is it that we should find a way to bring back national unity through these tribes? Then the last question for today would be, who defines what it means to be a true Sierra Leonean? The people, the elites, or the outsiders? This is not the last but the most significant question. Who decides what it means to be a true Sierra Leonean? The people, the elites, or the people that were the outside? So we will say the people, you go mean the citizens of Salon. The elite, you go mean the upper class, not the Sierra Leonean citizenship. Or we will say the outsiders, I mean the countries them outside. Whether it be the one that we help for colonialize Salon, we still seem to get power in Salon. Or even the one that we will just like them business because they seem for they do well in which they do, and we want to follow them. The number for call now 088 971 971. I want to make you call and answer one panel question there, and also give you personal views on this week cultural and identity issue in Salon. The number again for call now 088 971 971. I read the question them one more time. And the first one say, if we abandon with traditional language them for English, we go lost with identity, or we just be practical because we want for find way for make Salon able for survive at the global market. Question number 2. Is Sierra Leonean culture holding us back from progress, or is it the only thing keeping us together? Now we culture they keep we together, or now they hold we back? The next question, the third question could be, should we be proud of our tribal identities, or are they quietly destroying national unity? Should we be proud of our tribal identities, or are they little by little subtly destroying national unity? And the last question, but not the least, who defines what it means to be a true Sierra Leonean? The people, the elite, or the outsiders? Call again on the number 088-971-971. The phone lines are open, and I personally can't wait to hear your views on this matter. So, as usual, we conversation like this can start. Me can like for pay more attention to the pain points them. They decided what you are the other kind problem there. Obviously, the loss of language. Now, one of the biggest issue there where I feel like I say we don't face now alone. I'm not listening to something we can't feel anymore. Now, fact. Because it's far more easier now for you to meet Mende than we know they talk Mende. Timini than when they talk Timini. Limba than when they talk Limba. And if you're not able to talk your language, what I go say like the basic. If you're not able to talk the basic language of your tribe, how much of the culture now that tribe that you really sabi? Not just think about them. We get more, but who of picking the would they allow for go, but they don't understand what's in that Mende culture. As much as you want for claim an umbrella for culture and salon, we now the culture of Sierra Leone. One of the wonderful things about salon culture is the fact that our culture is diversified by the tribes. The tribe them might get similarities, but they are not the same. You go find out, say, the way Mende man they cook plazas. No, the same way Timini man they cook plazas. And there are variations in how they even they cook inside the one tribe where you go on for choose. There's not a specific way inside Mende for cook one specific plaza. Some plazas inside Mende tribe, you go find out say they cook on 2 or 3 different ways there. We know to that same way the Timni or Creole or Limba go cook am. Which is bringing us to a place. If you're not able to carry that place where you able for even talk your tribe by language, how you able for benefits or how much of the culture you go able for say able for claim or experience? Because if you family not able for teach you how to talk am or not for prioritize you learning how to for talk your tribal language, you already they show we how far they don't feel. How much of your culture then go down unfortunately neglect for introduce you to. This is a big problem in Sierra Leone. Very, very huge one. Humongous problem in Sierra Leone. Beyond just the language, we can make it like I say it's basic, but the truth is colonization, globalization, and prioritization of English and sometimes even French. Now, one of the most biggest challenge then as along where they affect we tribal languages. You dey go school and you might even be influenced and coerced for learn French after they already subconsciously force you for learn English. And they tell you it is an advantage for you educationally and looking forward to a future. The honest truth is not true. The bad thing is waiting they actually know they teach you and waiting they actually know they tell you. If you grow up in Sierra Leone as a Sierra Leonean and the only languages you know is English and French, guess what? It means that You will thrive in the international world, yes, but you don't have much of your roots that will help you to actually contribute to the Sierra Leonean economy. In fact, there's too much proof in this that is reflected on the current day economy and society of Sierra Leone. Almost of we don't realize, say, most of the cities in the world again are salon, where they well known as in, well, that the land book fine to that level where there for be people the way we they celebrate. Almost of we don't realize, say, most of the way see them reach to that place where the world where we truly don't prepare them for, identify them and attract them and finally accept them. It is almost impossible for me to come back. Almost if we don't realize, say, we picking the way they don't go school, they don't land that book to that level, we want them for land. We then go. Honestly and truthfully, they really are not interested in coming back to Sierra Leone, or worst of it all, coming back to contribute to Sierra Leone. Guess why that is? They were not trained with the culture. They were allowed to live in Sierra Leone, preparing them for the international world. But they were not introduced and induced, immersed in the culture of Sierra Leone to the point that when they leave, their thoughts, their minds, their hearts will still remain with Sierra Leone. The best you can say for most of the people in India, they get people that wouldn't care about Nasalon, wouldn't go to send for. But patriotism, true dedication and devotion to the country, is mostly not there. And another issue where you go find out that the cultural practice them seem for don't give way for modern rights. Why I say so? You see, some traditions, though as we no go agree with the harmful parts them of some of the tradition the way we get in a salon, they seem for the clash with human rights and modern laws. And the reason we made this they repeat himself most of the time, you find out say the elder them they afraid for lost authority. They want the young people them for still they under them. But the young people them they afraid for be cut off from their family and the community. So at the same time, like you want for subscribe to the traditional practices them, even though some of them harmful. But at the same time, you get the large, or well, now it seems for be like the larger portion of them we really not going want to identify with them. But if that is a problem, I believe there are many solutions. If we get traditions then way or traditional practices that way actually harmful, and we find out say we current generation of citizens no one for subscribe with that day, how about we find a way for find some kind of middle ground where they take the harm out of the traditional practices and encourage the citizen them, the younger citizen them, for come and willingly subscribe and identify and learn and immerse themselves with what's in school in their culture. If we find out, say, that they frown at the traditional practices that were harmful, how about we take away the reason we make any frown so that they go embrace them? Because unfortunately, now we don't give them the education we make them know now say it harmful. And we cannot turn back the hands of time. But guess what? If you allow the traditions of other countries them for attract them and for come to them more welcoming and more appealing, what will they do now that we they send them away and we go we tell them indirectly say go build other man in country and left here for well. I believe that there are so many things that can be done to make culture more attractive to our citizens, to our Gen Zs and our Gen Xs. But what me they say, not really as important as what you get for say. Now make now Radio Fry Fry as usual. What we can do, we can make this a conversation where we always welcome you for give your own contribution. On this one, don't talk so back. What do you think? Feel free, call on the number 088 971 971. I could mention the number again. 088 971 971. Call on that number there and give your own thoughts. Give your own thoughts. And like how you give you thoughts on that the back. Remember, say, I be don't give out some questions that I believe say go really help we if we able to bring answers to them before the end of the program. The major one for me will be the last one. Where I read, and it says, who identifies what it means to truly be a Sierra Leonean? Is it us, the citizens? Is it the people in the elite class in Sierra Leone? Or is it the people that are outside that seem to be influencing us with their cultures, whether it be the ones that are colonial people, let's say the UK, the USA, or is it like what I'm seeing now, Sierra Leone mostly being influenced by Ghana and Nigeria and these kind of countries? Are they the ones that define us? Call on the number 088 971 971. Would I really forget the power for define who that truly a Sierra Leonean for be? Other question would be, where will they abandon with traditional language them for English? Is it cause we for loss with identity? Or it just means say would they be practical so that we go prepare with citizens then for global success? The other question would be, if we as Sierra Leonean, we culture, if we culture as alone, FIBA, like I say, they hold back we progress, or they keep we together. Best way for put and back you. We culture as alone. You believe say now in they contribute to the fact that we're not able to make much progress in salon, or now in they keep we together, keep we united as a nation. Then also the other question is this: this I believe someone can call, anybody can call and answer this. You think say we for be proud of we tribal identity there, or we for say like 90 pound subtly, quietly, somehow, without us knowing, they destroy national unity? Feel free for calling the number 088 971 971 and make your contribution. The number again for call now 088 971 971. So we don't talk about few pain points. Another pain point we I believe say people then will necessarily need for pay attention to. Now the exploitation of culture. I don't know if most people then know this. I don't know if most people then know this. But there is actually a possibility for culture to be exploited. The culture of a country can be exploited. And sometimes you, the citizen, are you the give room for make that exploitation they take place. You see, big corporations, them and outsider, then the profits, where local design, local music, and local arts, they they go without actual backing. Where you want for make other outside company them, God, the best way for put them. Where you want make other outside company them, business tycoon them and guru them. Where you want for make them really, really get stick like your country. The easiest way for do am, or even if they want for do am, the easiest way that they able for ensure say they able do that day. Now we they make sure say there we local design there, we local music there, we local arts there, we local craft there, we local production, we local industries there. They don't get the support where they need. You see, if we local industries them, we local products them, we local services them, get the support and the backing the way they need. You go find out say the scale at which international business cooperation them, the scale at which them other manufacturing companies them across the globe we go one for can set up industries in a salon. The scale at which they go for make profits could be very, very limited. And all businessmen get for sit down and think of what thing go make in business more profitable. We mean say they not get for look for the country in your own industries then for survive. Hello?
Huh?
Hello, good morning. You name and where they call from.
Yeah. Yes.
Good morning. Hello, good morning. You name and where they call from. Sorry. Feel free for call back on the number 088-971-971 and make your contribution. So as I be they say, it's not easy for me you see any country where the local industries them services them and products then they try for me see global and international cooperation and for really really survive they or really make boku significant development and profit that they can place in it. And because of that, it is in their best interest to ensure that we own citizens they want for do no work. And they like it today. One of the things that we see now that the largest business then as salon for the past decades have not been Sierra Leonean owned. They have not been Sierra Leone based. They have always been international. In fact, up until this moment where they talk to you, the oldest and longest or long-standing business na salon, the only business we don't take over 8 decades na salon. The only business we don't take that long. Not to salon yon. I ain't talking now about Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. I'm talking about a business we privately owned. Privately owned. It is not owned by Sierra Leoneans. In fact, it's known that the average Sierra Leonean business in lifespan now 5 years. See, Salomon they open in business today, and so I'm telling they the only way the business able for survive now 5 years because by the time they say the next government they can't power the person business they crash. Because for some reason, if you like will get a culture where they mean say any time a new government come inside power, all things get for start back from fresh. Hello? Hello, good morning. Feel free for call again on the number 088-971-971 and make your contribution. Your contribution really get for go a long way and we really want to hear it from you.
Good morning.
Good morning. You name and side the call from, sir.
Good morning, Lawrence Hedd.
Good morning, sir. It's not your name and side the call from. I don't remember the voice, sorry.
Really?
Really, because you don't use accents today.
I come from McKinney and straight to the point. Now the fundamental and the way make the country right now you go in this kind strangle. because we don't forget we culture. We don't let we culture. Bien. We can grab what not we invent them. What we invent, we not ever come for modernize them.
Yeah.
I'd imagine we will be the go school, we get a few bags,
Mm-hmm.
where they design, where you don't get some. Trust me. Me, then there's the
Hello.
I be the engineer. Me teacher because I just get me Rafia bag for keep me book then school,
Mm-hmm.
but not share.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm bluff 9 don't. So Rafia bag by now for don't be one per week bag or bags there who for don't
Yes.
dey na the markets.
Yes. Two. Very, very
I
two.
start to be corrected. And we go on with this. We don't forget to culture. Then they learn all lie to you. And even the Waitman culture who come for take, even the Waitman culture who come for take, me brother. Then back now help back the LPO. Then
Mm-hmm.
me, Mark you know, I dey watch my see the LPO. Because imagine right now, I dey talk to you through phone, right?
Yeah.
Not to if in Africa, but we salon we come for make phone.
Mm.
But help we, let me use them.
Mm.
Let back come up to culture. Now make them do and so.
Mm. Mm. Very, very true. Very,
May
very,
you so
very,
rest
very
in
true.
peace. Yeah, I like that in song way in do. Way as you talk and so I just remember for singer. Like you
Yeah. Like your culture. Unfortunately, it seems like we're having. Hello.
Hello,
Hello. Good morning. Your name and the side you call from.
good morning. And I'm named Ibrahim Story. I be called from Bo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Ibrahim. I go really want you waiting at your own contribution.
Yeah, my contribution about this is very true. What you say about Sierra Leonean business over past 5 years or decades. If I remember from when we are small, we hear about Fawaz. Fawaz is a whole family name.
Mm-hmm.
When they grow up, them born in Australia and grow up in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
they start from diamond,
Mm.
then somebody then go from cocoa,
Mm.
somebody then go from building and construction materials currently, and it's the largest construction company in Australia and also
Wow.
business building materials in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So as we say, we go out there for the copy, then people then they the one they wouldn't get the upper hand. But
Exactly.
as that Iranians, they keep them for inside the place. So this is why it is say if anybody open a business, if this government comes, that person business they start because
Mm.
they use the taxpayers' money, they put on the right way, at the same time it is fair for what you don't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually we culture for FOA sustain we own
Yes. Yes.
the Sierra Leoneans they have.
Hmm. Hmm.
If they see with a copy from the man then to kill the left from 2 from 3 and they pull an they put an
Hmm. Hmm.
or then go school then have school and come.
Yeah.
There business by they ever see in business.
Mm.
Ever see so how you go believe, how you go want that if you know this move, that is business continue.
Very true.
It will continue. Because what is we don't get that culture of pass what we establish to we picking them and we picking them will pass on to the generation they get on board.
Very true.
You
Very
understand?
true.
So actually this your program is really fine. Well, Ronnie, I tell you one thing, continue with this. I believe this will touch a lot of Sierra Leoneans,
Amen.
then change this attitude.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Very true.
The good way you bring account now the Creole level.
Mm.
Even with culture show them. They able to cacao show them they see how culture they display. But now when they able to display their culture then they pass to city don't know the camp for can't give him money.
Hmm.
Ambassador they can at this country come on.
Hmm.
That's the truth. And we didn't after all the occasion we don't get tired. We shall we go like Zoom to go the that we call to or even display the culture.
Hmm.
They don't put politics on everything. So they do the lantern, the last time they go they do lantern. The lantern don't turn up to jog food, broke oats, broke muska with cream,
Hmm.
put in the pack with sing and song. So you see, the politician there would need for them. Let them know the put politics inside the culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
The politics lifetime to go. After 10 years, another one come back. So that's why they always see where this one come out, which one go all up to the start from grass.
Very true.
Come up back. So yeah, thank you so much, my brother. I get a lot for here for this while they keep on for the next level. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. God bless. Thank you so much. Please feel free for calling the number 08971 Again, Radio Free Friday, a platform where we create for most winner for make you get a voice. As much as we can do all this and we can come and talk the truth and all of that, our personal testimonies, our experiences matter. Your voice matters. There are things that you might be seeing and experiencing that sometimes me not know self but and the salon no know but and we don't know so we need for take action because of that day because we don't ever know self saying at that end they so and so they be. And there are things that can go unnoticed simply because we keep quiet. So feel free for calling number 088971971. Really just we still get like 10 more minutes. So I feel like we can take like a 3, 4, 5 even more calls them. Feel free for call, please. Especially in this situation. All salon man, we all they under attack. What is your honest truth? We all they under attack as long as there is literally no way for our culture to thrive and survive. There is no way. Remember how they talk just about them business then? How these businesses have been struggling. We have not been surviving. Our businesses have not been thriving in Sierra Leone. And just to talk about this raffia bag, another thing we been taking notice of now this bar soap will be they make culturally in a salon. I know they see them anymore. And the last day we I see them, not to even Salomon be the maker again. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. You name and side they call from.
Yeah, I come from the northern part.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I see you line cuts.
Yeah, actually, like me, sincere thanks they go like to Drizzly League. Like God bless Drizzly League.
Yeah.
You know, now one part the man where they admire it back. You know, in the performance salon flag, very, very high. Drizzly League, kudos, keep it up.
Yes, yes.
I see you going, I see you flying. This Red League and many more, like Yoke 7 as well, and many more. I see them that they fly the flag very high, and one day this flag will fly very high to the top. That I still ask myself why we need to even bluff with diamond ring. You know, we got ground.
Yeah.
Why would they even bluff with diamond ring? Now for let you get a diamond ring, and Lawrence, you know what it cost you? Very costly. Where you get a, you know, when they big the big one, then not too lazy, they're lazy. For drawback their mind. So, you know, let us make this country for picking there, let them see beauty.
Yeah.
Let them see beautiness. Then you be a trouble yourself for say how I go and see some man. Now a big question what I call for la answer. I just crowd there and other material in there. Like I want to see some man in a toilet in a public toilet. Go in there, do the rightful thing as a salon man, go to the government hospital or go to any hospital, but precisely the government hospital, because that is the national asset for any country, government hospital. Then I want to see salon man go in the restroom and try for do what's necessary and come on, not spoil nothing. I want to see that kind of salon man there. Then go to the public place. Salon man, I want to see whether they even drop plastic or drop rubbish, na the line and no who say for drop am. Now that kind of Solomon that one is. So if you ask that question, and do many more style way or many more attitude, what our lady Solomon take when I respect for anything when you get, even your phone, you forget respect for her. So much more now, human being, why you not forget respect for her? So I want to see that kind of Solomon there. You know, we'll go get a better salon.
Amen. Amen.
Too much, Lawrence. I appreciate.
Thank you so much for calling.
Sorry for my bad voice and for me stuttering.
It's okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. It's always a pleasure to have you on the radio set.
I had a bad voice, so I'm so scared. Thank you.
Thank you too. Campbell, then feel free for calling the number 088-971-971. We get like 5 more minutes, so we can take like 2 or 3 more calls. You contribution really important. Not to pan hype. If Salomon and Okan together and begin for do things them as a unit, we'll find us very, very difficult for make we able for accomplish success in this country. And we as a come together as a unit, come together as one. And the easiest way for doing for start forget conversations them. You're not able for begin for do nothing if we not begin for talk nothing yet. And most of the time we can talk, say we know the day that the rooms there where decisions and then be made and all of that. But we can influence within they say now their rooms and if we're able to come out and see the rights and take advantage of the public platforms then we get. So please feel free for call on the number 088-971-971. I see a caller be the call. Unfortunately, the line been busy. Please feel free for call back on the number 088-971-971, which you get for say very, very important and highly welcome here on Radio Fry 97.1 FM. Just like how I be say there are different things that we can pay attention to. In fact, I would like state a few countries them way like really I'm not gonna lie you. Like some countries they don't try. Think about like Rwanda. Rwanda the health worker program as a community development now, like in the force it don't help a lot. The amount of things that we saw developing countries like Rwanda, Mondragon, also the countries them plenty actually. There are so many different countries that have been able to come out of where Sierra Leone is. I feel like the closest one we can even look at now, like look Guinea Beer. Guinea just next to it. Guinea has been able to do something. They've been able to grow to the point that they have upskilled to the point that they have surpassed Sierra Leone in monetary value. Not just in monetary value, but also in a standard of living. Like, it's crazy that we can see examples like this, like literally next door, and not like take a page out of the book. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Your name and inside they call from, sir.
They come from Boo.
Yes, sir. What's the name, sir?
And I'm Biarin.
Yes, sir. Please, I go on for your contribution.
Anyway, that always talk this now, but salon or the outside or the big one them. I hope for say we the salon people them.
Yeah.
Now we for the country.
Okay.
Because when that don't go, now go it don't go. You when you left here, if you able to stand up and do things for yourself.
Oh my God. Feel free for call again on the number 088-971-971. I believe I kind of get to say they go, but I not go one for insinuate or think say I know. So you go better you call back and give a complete dialogue or a complete presentation or exactly what you be trying for say, so at least we can know really who side they go. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I need to talk this now.
Yes, sir.
I say we set food in our country. That we need to talk to.
Okay.
I say we set food in our country so now we do Hamburg ourselves because we know the try for improve ourselves. The fella the one the way they don't go.
Okay.
We don't access to within our so if you say you don't have open them, you will not know for improve yourself. But if you don't have to try, I hope for the people now we are in Canada, you can't do something for yourself.
Yeah.
So mostly we dey try for blame the big one them. But the big one them, they dey na them hold them. That's why they first for their own. Look na market. Pepper, wait for that this so. The price wey for go meet, not to eat the meat. Fish, na how they make am. The price, not to show. The granite, look at church. Church in the inside salon. So if we able for make ourselves to help ourselves, I hope for say the salon will better.
True. Very, very true.
So now that means we for hold we hands them together and let we do things there. Like how the paradox start and so. This farming. If everybody is able for extend man the dinner so the dinner pack. The dinner when the dinner market, don't clean the dinner market to go to the park. To go and see the day. And then you do nothing. Look, this town cleaning. The prison at the day, now they for do this cleaning also, but they ain't do am. Then they take the other one back where is the sofa, for let the girl work for let do, they ain't do am. You see, prison at the day, then eat for nothing.
True.
So now this year, so then they when I was first alone.
Very
No one
true.
for people with
Very true.
So now that's now me only cry no more.
Wow. Thank you so much, Daddy. Thank you so much. Based on the way they talk I before no say you are elderly. When me say you go down they see this there so over and over. Papa God help we citizen them. Because it's easy to feel like we can take advantage of this system. But we don't know say now we safe. Would it take advantage of who can do them things there? I believe so we'll take just one more caller and we conclude the program. If you want for call on the number 088 I'm just gonna give like 30 seconds to 1 minute if nobody no call, and we will just wrap up the program and give the closing statement. But again, if there is anything I would say to
Good morning.
hello, good morning. Sorry, I need to get you clearly. If you can close out to your phone or so.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I really glad and appreciate this show.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I really glad it.
Oh.
You know, it just start like putting the part of this. The main thing I like we not let we have this sign at the whole thing. And any country we let national do, we always get for.
True.
Because I remember the time when they grow up. Oh, when they grow up now, Pretoria, long the day. Where we say like, would they do throughout everything during the week? Sunday, na for go church. We've been getting culture then. Nobody know the tell. We've been getting culture then. But now, this morning, we don't take a normal one and say, if even that Sunday you not sell, or that Friday you not sell, that you know they will make money. So then our number one culture we don't take it.
Yeah.
Council, but when they pass everywhere, now every home, for CC, the country clean. But now all that they will lack of them. And because of the smell. City Hall, where you see City Hall, they be make show every Saturday. Life theater show. We go watch them. All that day, don't ban it. Yes, we talk about development. Yes, we need for growth. But all them here will not go down kick them out. Instead of kick them out, we don't polish them.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't polish them. Polish them very well, make them very attractive. You mean what you make Nigeria music, they boom everywhere. Nigeria not be sing past Salomon. Salomon be the best of singer and the whole Africa.
Yeah.
If you can get me wrong, just Google Dandy. But now what shall we do? We did bottom last. Now before we sing anything with that very cultural or very native, you know they do that in a court. So before we progress, we they decrease. And this is really bad. It's really bad. True attitude step. Saloma now they think I mean to live on the street. When you ask them, is it not business? Not business, but after talk.
Half at all. First time you go put your neighbor in picking now outside they do bad. You hold like you discipline them. And to make like some kind of a way for make against you go follow and back now home. You go they complain. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they go deal with you now home. If that they not do any money, then they take you go na devotion. Then treat you there back na school.
Yeah.
So like fairness been there. But no fairness no day, respect no day. When you handle you neighbor and picking say they do bad, they go can't challenge you, they need to feed them for me. So then culture on the other lack, then make the world become too wicked. More like Salon.
Very true.
Like how the party they talk this now. By now we know for the spring. Then prisoner they are. When they talk about culture or neither agriculture. Agriculture, what in the prisoner? We don't do bad. What did they do? We not take them to the farm. We not take them to the farm. Let them work. Let them work. So when you come out, they won't come. They won't say they that also go and don't learn something. When you come back, you're not different society something. That's what they do first. China, oh, they go, they admire. That's what they do. When you don't commit some crime, they give you me brother, they go work. So then China been dead, but so now then the US now they next. What they think that they say Salomon they compare with Canada. How they begin? And from zero, now then they a. Then they we don't grow up now about 52, 53 years old now.
Yeah.
I mean, salon business, somebody not go tell me I'm missing. And how we been on the path. Now respect no the old brother. So with the pay. Not like how you talk this now. I'm so enjoy this point. Just like how you talk, brother, let God continue for give the courage for doing more and more and more and more.
Amen.
Then I mean the point for talk one thing about council. Council, if they really want to let this after every 2 main or 3 junctions, let them create a toilet.
So you able to talk and back a bit louder?
I said let them put a toilet.
Yes.
Every 2, 3 junction, let them put a toilet. Let them put a sanitary officer there. You will use and they're going to make huge money in this country.
Very true.
But then they all will not get them. Who said this day in a corner when you go to Napa, they go pitch the place they smell.
Very,
first time,
very
you don't
true.
craze. You don't craze. So arrest me case so for me, brother. Let God bless you. God bless your family. Yeah?
Amen. God bless we all. God bless Salon. Wow. Daddy, thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much. And every person we call, I want to tell una all boku, thank you. Sometimes some man go they listen and some man not go able for call again because obviously they close now. But there is nothing that you called to contribute today that will go in vain. Because even if people then would the right people they hear this and they not do God knows say what we for do as citizens, then one we don't start and 2 they do small now we corner them. The reason we make some of we get my on us na radio and they talk then can talk then because even though na so the country day for now, we still believe that there can be change, and we are still making change in our individual communities. Small, no matter how small the change we will for make, we try. And like what you say, so that it really inspired me. I pray it don't inspire so many other people there, and you go push we and promote we into action, because we don't necessarily need for wait for government for do anything again. What we already have, we can start doing as citizens. And even the things that we have suggested to government, please do not take into consideration. City council and the rest, like that toilet situation, that toilet idea, a fine idea. We go bring money in the country, because imagine most of you person they feel pressed and like me so pass a beer at now. And there are certain people many people that will be willing to pay for the right kind of service like that, because you will never know when something like that will come up. But I would want to end reading this very short statement. Yeah? And it goes like this. It says, people will tell you the system is too broken, that the powerful will always win, that small people can't change nations. Let them talk. we will act. Start with one life. Teach one skill. Form one cooperative. Record one story. Seed one loan. And continue. Change is not a single lightning strike. It's a thousand candles lit across valleys, cities, and diasporas. If each of us lights one candle, Sierra Leone will not just wake up, she will glow. And that glow will be impossible for anyone, corrupt or well connected, to extinguish, because it will belong to the people themselves. Rise where you are. Build where you stand. Pass the flame. We are the long game. We are the ones who will make tomorrow better than today. So start now. Whether it be with loving your neighbor, helping one another, paying your taxes, or contributing to society and economy. Play your part. Do your role. Do it diligently. If we all do this, if just all of us will willfully, willingly, and wholeheartedly do this, it goes beyond what words can say. Sierra Leone will rise again. This is how we come to the end of the program today. My name is Lawrence Chukwemeka Hedd, and I want to remind you of our bank of choice, Local Commercial Bank. They're always here to help you with the best financial services. They will help you to get multiple transactions done via digital services, whether it be Local SIM Copper, whether it be their merchant payments and merchant banking service. They have so many packages that you can take advantage of. We're going to make your life far more easier without you not even need for the Gona Bank self. Feel free for Gona Local Commercial Bank and make your inquiries of any of them things today and take advantage of the digital banking system. And also, I want to also remind you now of Dolphin Express. We number one and the traveling companion, and they help you for get the best service system. Wherever you think about building and construction, baking and pastry, whether it be say you want travel and you need reasonable travel fees with the best tickets, them. Whether it be say you think of logistics, microfinance, so many different things. Dolphin Express, now the people then for you. If you need for no more buts, then just go now your social media and just type Dolphin Express Sierra Leone. You will definitely see their contacts and you will see how to find them and the services that you will benefit. Besides that, I just want for me to stay tuned to Radio Free 97.1 FM. My own name, now Lawrence Hedd again. And I want to tell you, thank you, where you listen to it. Stay tuned for more music, more entertainment, and more fun. God bless.
Greenland. Making it easy. Worldwide.
Up talk, he no listen. Yeah, Papa self talk, he no listen. Then decide for left hand, but yeah, well. So bad habits, no go if people them case with complain. Say if you go get problem, now in business, you go try there. You go join bad body, then begin thief, then they play gamble. Yeah, well, mom end up picking fine, making no come on back. Now for men that picking fine, go to my bambai. Mom end up picking fine, making no come on back. Now for men that picking fine, for to my bambai. You let now one get picking you get stuff for men I make it come on fine. Oh yes, you for sure love, but don't forget stuff for men I make it come on fine. One day don't go be angry. He wants food for eat, but he no get money. He decide for thief. Be all the woman the time up. He don't thief, don't as you want for go. The woman are not thief. People them begin come from left to right and begin for beat time. Them beat time so tea. Later they left him. He take him as habit. He no grief or go back na house. Mama vex, Papa vex, so they no grief for look for him. One fine day, no go anybody them be the play gamble. You win baku money, now there is a in order play again. Anybody them say no, don't go. Some you for pro, otherwise the one thing go be. He begin for run, kitty kata, the baby and now. He meets him a man a do, he pass up. Now they go inside the room. Him body then come the meet him mama. As you want talk, the push him. The mommy for them and hits it right on the stone. If for them and die, yeah, wow. Now they the paragraph for see what's in there upon the door. I see the bend the door close for come on, then I come the